Yeah. Shh. Okay. Hello, Rafaela V6S. Welcome. Just waiting for some more viewers, and then you guys can ask any questions that you want. It's a pretty big milestone, hitting 2,000 subscribers. So really thank you guys for that. Didn't actually think I'd ever get 2K. So but yeah, just get some more people in the live stream. I'm not sure how long we'll do this for. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, depending how we go. As you guys see in the background, yeah, it's been hard, but yeah, 2K is pretty. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And then we'll get the 3K, 4K, and so on. So, oh, thanks for the hearts. I can see the hearts flowing there. Yeah, congratulations. I like the little emojis that come up on the screen. No, thank you. I tried to do the other live stream, but it wouldn't work. Kept saying reconnecting, so I had to delete it, and I've had to just do it like this. So, but that's all right. Worked out now. I'm just waiting for the cats. Kubo's standing by the door there, so hopefully, Kubo's. Yeah, he'll come along hopefully soon. Ah. But if you guys got any questions, just put it in the chat, and I will answer most questions. Obviously, don't ask certain questions because I won't answer it. So depending what it is, but feel free to ask what's on your mind, why I started YouTube, maybe, or just any other questions you guys might have. And I can see it on the screen, so I'll answer the best that I can. And basically, it's the point of this live stream is to just connect with my viewers a little bit better, and yeah, just see where it takes us. So Kubo's at the bottom of the tripod here. Give me a friend. Oh, he's getting a big boy now, this guy. Thanks for the hearts again. Yeah, I see the hearts on the screen. Let's try to get some more viewers in here. And like with the title, it says it's Q&A. So questions, you guys got any questions, just shoot it down just write it down and I'll answer it. I can see all the comments on the screen. But yeah, like I said, hitting 2K, it's really good. It makes me feel pretty good. So any questions, guys, just write it on the screen and I'll answer it. How did you find abandoned places? Well, part of my job is I pretty much drive around the place a lot. So I get to see places that I think look pretty good, and normally I'll memorize where those places are, and then I'll put them in my maps, and then I'll try and go back to those places. Also, sometimes online as well, I'll have a look, but normally it's just Google Maps and pretty much just driving around. So, hey, David Burns, how are you, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I need to get some more abandoned places, but if you guys have any other suggestions, just put it in the comments below there and I'll read it. But any questions, guys, just ask. Hey, Kai Plays, how are you? Oh, yeah, thanks for the hearts, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's good to hit the 2K. Really want to aim for 3 now and then 4 and 5K. But I'm good. What sport do you play? Good question, man. I used to play soccer or football, depending where you are located. Um, yeah, I was pretty good at soccer back in the days, but not really playing much sport now. Um, really focusing on channel and work. Yeah, soccer's good, but I'm not a huge fan. Like, I don't watch it a lot of sport, but I do like basketball and stuff like that. So, what's your favorite food? Oh, that's a tough question, man. Oh, yeah, it's a variety of foods. I like spicy food, like chicken rice, chicken biryani, stuff like that. It's right up my alley. Like Mexican food. Yeah, food, man. I love food. So I'm not a huge fan of seafood though. So it really depends what seafood it is. But yeah, generally I don't like seafood that much. Although I did try some squid the other week and I actually quite liked it. So kind of judged the book before it by its cover. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was squid or tentacles or something. Yeah. Do you watch anime? Yeah, it's in the Japanese shows. I don't know. Pokemon doesn't really count as anime, I suppose, but no, not really, man. Maybe I should. If you got any suggestions on what I should watch, just put it down in your comments, and I'll give it a go. Any favorite series, TV show? Uh, Stranger Things at the moment. Yeah, I can't wait for the. I think they're releasing some episodes, and then they'll release some at Christmas Day. I think Stranger Things is releasing about 3 other episodes on Christmas and then another 2 on New Year's. But if I'm wrong, put that in the comments. Hey, King Gaming, how are you? Yeah, no problems, then. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. But while we're waiting for some questions, wait, replay me. I'm not sure what you mean by replay me. Thanks, man. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate every one of you guys as well. You know, it, the channel doesn't grow if you guys don't watch, if that makes sense. So I really enjoy making videos, and this is my I've done live streams before, but not really this type of format. So if you guys do like it, just let me know and I can do some more in the future. But I really wanted to do today, being 2K. So where do you live? I'm in Perth, Australia. It's pretty warm. It's not too bad today, about 30 degrees Celsius today, but it's summer here now. So, oh, nice. Whereabouts in Australia, if you don't mind me asking? Don't not your exact location, just a rough general idea. What is your name? My name is Scott, so that's why my channel's Scotty's Encounters. Change that real quick. There we go. Do you play Fortnite? Yeah, actually, I do play Fortnite. I kind of went up and down with Fortnite. I like to play solo zero builds. Oh, Sydney. Oh, Sydney would be nice. I haven't been to Sydney before. Do you leave India? Nah, no, I've never been to India. I'm not from India, Australia, but yeah, Sydney, I hear is pretty expensive there, but Perth's going the same direction. But yeah, India would be a nice place to visit, I'd say. I'm from India. Oh, nice, man. Cool. That's excellent. So your name is King Gaming. What type of gaming do you play? You've got. Oh, sorry, I was just going through the comments. What part of India are you from? If you have to have any superpower, what would it be? Hmm. Everyone would probably say they want like super strength or invisibility or something like that, but I'd actually like to read people's minds, people's thoughts. It's, sometimes you don't know what people are thinking about you. It'd be really good to, yeah, listen to people's thoughts really. And yeah, my name is Shavraj. Shavraj. Go man. I really appreciate you guys being here. Oh, what type of superpower would you have? Favorite car brand? Um, I've got a couple actually. So I like Tesla. A lot of people hate on Tesla because of Elon Musk and all that, like politics side of things. But the actual car itself, the technology on the vehicles, I really like Teslas, how innovative they are. And then I would say Forward would be my other car brand. A lot of people like exotic vehicles, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and stuff like that. Beautiful cars, but I like cars that I know I could potentially buy or own in the future. If I could buy a Lamborghini, I could, but $500,000 price tag, um, yeah, it's not coming anytime soon. So realistic cars, those brands I like. But yeah, I like the Teslas. I like the instant power that they have, and the technology on them is quite cool. You guys would see on my channel, I posted like I was driving, I was driving through a cemetery and it picked up ghosts in brackets because paranormal activity and stuff. The screen was showing these figures. So if you guys go through my video list, you'll see I posted one probably about 3 weeks ago, and then another video about a year ago in the Tesla, and I was driving around, and you can see like figures and stuff. But yeah, hey man, favorite color's got to be blue. I like blue, especially looking at the sky. I like the blue sky, so blue water. Yeah, love blue. Blue's a pretty solid color. I like the light blue, not too fond on dark blue, even though I'm wearing a dark blue shirt. But hey, Scott, I get my new Zika 7X next month, trading in my Polestar. Oh, hey, Stan, how are you, man? Oh, that's pretty neat. You want to trade in your Polestar? Did you have Polestar 2 or was it 3? I'm not too familiar with the Polestars, but I've heard of the Zeekas. Apparently, they're pretty good too. What made you wanting to trade your Polestar? Can you sing "Happy Birthday"? It's my birthday, Lorenzo Cliff. Oh, if you don't mind, I don't want to ask this question. Are you old or young? You don't have to tell you your exact age, but yeah, I'll say happy birthday. Oh, I don't know if I'll sing it, but yeah, happy birthday, Lorenzo Cliff. I'm not okay. Nice, nice. And we got a picture. Is that flag of Thailand and America on the comments there? Oh, it's your birthday as well, man. All the birthdays are here. Happy birthday, guys. My birthday is not till next year. And then it'd be a big 30. So yeah, a couple of more months and be leaving the 20s, entering the 30s. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah. You guys have the same birthday. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, happy birthday, guys. Yeah, the Polestar 2 did a lap of Australia and loved it. Zika's the next level though. Yeah, I've got to agree. I've read some reviews on the Zika. Still not familiar with it too much, but by reading about them, they're pretty solid choice. You did a lap around Australia. How did that go with charging and stuff? Because when I first got an EV, a lot of people would say, "Oh, you can't charge your car. You got to wait for charging, etc." But if you've done a lap around Australia, man, that's solid. I'd love to do that one day. Thank you. Like nobody's saying happy birthday to me. It's like literally. Oh man, happy birthday again. So you get it like 3 times now. But we've said it on here, so hopefully you enjoy your day or night. We got USA King on the comments there. Yeah. I've been to the US once, went to America just before COVID hit, before all those big lockdowns and stuff like that. So I went to California, but I didn't film any videos back then because didn't wasn't really taking YouTube seriously then. So that would have been solid taking videos there. I will just because of that. Excellent, solid, Lorenzo. Hopefully you have a great day. But yeah, I like these questions, so just keep them coming if you want. We'll see how long this live stream will go for. I was thinking about half an hour, but could go a lot longer than that, so I don't mind. How's your cats? Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately, I haven't really featured them much on my channel. Just been ultra busy, but I've seen stuff that I was filming, and I've got to post some more videos. But yeah, the cats are doing really well. The dark black and the grey cat, like I'll grab him later, but he's pushing about 3.5, 4 years old now. And the other cat, the fluffy one, Tia, that you guys see, she's about 2.5. So yeah, they're both doing great though. Lazy as always. They lounge around and molt. Their fur goes everywhere, all over the furniture, because it's quite hot at the moment. So it was great. Took 5 weeks. Then 2 months ago, I drove to Newman and Pilbara, where I was born, charged at campgrounds and roadhouses. Okay, yeah. But I look on PlugShare, the app PlugShare, and a lot of it around those areas are like caravan parks. The wall charges are really slow. Mine Tesla, it's charging about 15 kilometers an hour. Um, but took 5 weeks. That's pretty quick around Australia. I'd love to do that if I have the time. But now I've never been to the Pilbara though. I haven't been up north. The furthest I've been from where I am is probably Moore River, which is like an hour and a half drive. It's all the southwest and the Great Southern I've done in WA. I haven't been up north that far. Like I haven't even been to Geraldton yet, so I haven't ventured up. I have been to Melbourne though, but I flew there. I didn't drive across. I actually started the channel 8 years ago, but I didn't post nothing because I just opened it, just made it as a Google account as you would to watch YouTube. And then about 2 or 3 years ago, I started uploading more regularly, and then I've just been uploading and uploading, and the channel's grown quite nicely, which I'm happy. But I really want to hit as much subscribers as I can. Yeah, just see how it goes. But I'm happy doing this Q&A. It's really good that we've hit 2K, so I'm really happy. Again, thank you guys for the support. All the cats have run off, so don't know where they went. Good job with the channel. Keep recording the illegal dumping. Yeah, it's quite bad. Those sites that I did record before, they've been cleaned up. So what happens is the sites that I show you guys, they get cleaned, then they get dumped, and then they get cleaned again, and then dumped, clean, dump, clean. But there was an article online in that same particular spot that I featured a couple of weeks ago. There was 8 businesses that got fined, and they got covert cameras in the bush. I don't know where they are. I assume in the bush somewhere, and they got fined. So it's really good to see. The other video I posted had a lot of cooking oil, so I'm guessing it's some type of restaurant or yeah, some type of business like that. Heaps of cooking oil in these big drums. There was yeah, it's just crazy, but there's a lot of fires here now because bushfire season here in WA, and I heard there's really bad fires in the east coast in I think near Gosford in New South Wales, and I heard they destroyed 16 homes. As I heard a couple of hours ago, that hopefully that figure hasn't gone up, but yeah, fires everywhere. But unfortunately, it's summer in Australia, so that's what happens. But hopefully, those communities can build up and hopefully there's no loss of life. I don't think there is, but yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. We had a big bushfire in Geraldton the other week, and it was 2 boys that started it. So and that destroyed a home, damaged some property. So yeah, don't know why we're lighting fires, but some people just get a kick out of it. The Zika, man, I'll have to look into it. Though the car you were talking about, Stan, I'll have to look into that. But the Polster, that was the. If I go through my comments, oh yeah, Polster too. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I do like the Polster. That's by Volvo, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I found they're a little bit too square. the shape, but I don't mind them actually. I like the look of them. They're unique, but little square. What was making you get a trade, Stan? How come you wanted to change your car? But yeah, any questions, guys? Just put it in the comments and I'll answer it. Be can be anything reasonable, but yeah, I'll answer the best that I can. Again, with the new viewers that's just dropped by, this video is about hitting 2K subscribers, so it's a Q&A. Answer any questions that you guys want for me to answer. Zika's in the Volvo Polestar family. The 7X is all-wheel drive, performance, and SUV. So a little bigger, 0 to 100 and 3.8. Okay, that answers the question. Yeah. So Zika is pretty well Volvo then. Okay, I never knew that, man. So that's something. Yeah, it's something I learned just then. I've got the Tesla myself. I've got the long range version, and it's got the acceleration boost. Does about 3.9 as well. But I was going to get the performance model, but the price was a little bit getting up there, so I ended up going for the long range. But yeah, no, man, good on you for your choice of car, and hopefully it brings you years of enjoyment. Be a nice little rocket ship for yourself. An SUV that'd be nice and practical as well. Nice space. But if you use it for a lot of like transporting stuff, maybe get the boot. You know that rubber mat that you can put in the back. Probably put that in there because I find in my car everything moves around everywhere. So Tesla was selling the mat for like $200. So I just bought the rubber mat, like Clark rubber mat. Just put it in the boot. Doesn't have to be fancy. It works. 100 sub, please, Joseph. You can add 100 subs to me tonight if you want. Wouldn't mind. Just waiting for any more questions. If you guys see in the background, it says 2K. I've got that as the background. I was going to get some nice like LED lights and stuff like that, but I wasn't able to obtain what I wanted. And then I really wanted to set up the room, but it's you should do some EV road tripping up the coast. Lots to see for your channel. Just a matter of getting the time off. Exactly. With my job, I have to work over the Christmas, New Year's period, unfortunately. And YouTube, it's on the side. It's a hobby. It's what do you call it? It's not monetized, so I don't get like money or anything like that at the moment. But I don't do it for that. I do it just to share what's happening in my part of the world and just show it to the viewers here. If it gets monetized, great. If it doesn't, it's not a huge deal for me. That's why I don't do advertising and stuff on the channel, because I don't really want to do that. I did take the car to Kalgoorlie, and the issue I found with the EV driving that distance is charging. So even though it's long range from where I am to Kalgoorlie, it's about 750 kilometers, give or take. So I had to charge in one, two, about three different places on the way. And when you're sitting at 110 kilometers an hour in the car, yeah, the range, it's not real world, if that makes sense. Like if it says 500, it's probably like 400 in the real world as you're driving along. So I found that was a little bit annoying. But there is a charging network. So we charged up in Meriden, which took about 45 minutes, but I suppose it gives you time to stretch your legs and stuff. Um, but yeah, in the future, hopefully, if I get some time off work, I can go up the coast with the car. And how was Kalgoorlie? Huh, Kalgoorlie was surprisingly really good. I quite enjoyed Kalgoorlie actually. So, hold on, hang on, just froze here a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, Kalgoorlie I found was really nice. Obviously in the middle of the desert, so big mining town. Got to see the super pit. I did post a short about that at the time, which was back in March or so. But I didn't film any videos there, unfortunately. I kind of like was a bit of a break getaway type thing, and yeah, I just didn't really have much time to film. But yeah, Kalgoorlie was nice. I really liked it there. Living there, I'm not entirely sure about, but yeah, Kalgoorlie was solid. It's a solid destination. What you can do is if you go across to Kalgoorlie and down, you can go down to Esperance. So that's another 4.5 hours, I think. And then you're on the beach. But yeah, Kalgoorlie's pretty good. Kalgoorlie gets a lot of um, criticism about it. There are obviously bad parts there, good parts there, just like anywhere. If you stay away from the trouble, then yeah, it should be right. So I spent the camera tripod there. There we go. But next year, around February, March, so 2026, there will be some more content. I'm going overseas, but I'm not going to tell you where I'm going at the moment because it's a little bit of a surprise. Haven't been to this destination before. I'll give you a clue though. It's a little island in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, there will be some content about that coming up. Yeah, I'll be there a few weeks, so it'll be a nice place. Hopefully, some abandoned buildings there I can post. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So there's some stuff in the works. Um, but yeah, 2026 will be a really good year, I think, for the channel. Oh, 2025 was actually pretty good too. But yeah, it's always onward and upward. The Zika charges up to 450 kilowatts, so 16 minutes. Get from 10 to 80. I was just in Kalgoorlie. The super pit was impressive. Didn't see the Skimpies, Kangaroo Island. Well, in Kalgoorlie, I didn't go there for the skimps. I was with a companion, so I didn't need that. But yeah, I know what you mean. With the with my car, I can't charge nowhere near 450 kilowatt. If I go to a charging station that's like 150, it will say this charging station's been restricted or something. Can only charge to 100 kilowatt. That's annoying. But Kangaroo Island, no, I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been to South Australia. Um, as I said, I went to Victoria a while ago. But yeah, I haven't been to pretty much any other state in Australia besides Victoria. I haven't been to New South Wales, Queensland, any of those. But yeah, I'd like to. Wouldn't mind going to Kangaroo Island, Christmas Island. Nah, not Christmas Island. They got those crabs everywhere there, and a certain center was there, so that's yeah. But that's 2,000 kilometers off the coast of WA, so not sure. We'll have to fly there, I suppose, or go on a boat. But not Christmas Island. Been to Rottnest Island off the coast of Perth. Oh, I forgot to ask, Stan, how long were you in Kalgoorlie for? Was it like for work or was it a holiday trip? But if you guys do like this format live, I can do some more in the future. Um, just let me know in the comments or the little emoji. Maybe give us a love heart or a smiley face or something to let me know that you like it. I can always do some more lives in the future. I'm not sure how often they will be, but I thought, as I said, it was a significant milestone hitting the 2,000 subscribers. So I was like, hey, I've got to set up a live. You guys would have got a notification for that. I went live, but it wouldn't work. So I had to delete it and make a new one. So, oh, you were just one night. I was driving up to Newman. On the way back, I came down the coast through Carnarvon and then did Esperance. Man, that's a trek. That's a trek. So you living at Kangaroo Island. So did you drive to Kalgoorlie up to Newman, down Carnarvon and Esperance? That's a big loop, man. That's a solid drive. Yeah, that'll take a few days for sure. 9,000 kilometers. Shit. You've pretty well gone from Perth to Sydney and then back and then a little bit more. So in 18 days, come. Wow, man. I want what you're having. I'd be knocked to sleep if I was doing that type of driving in those days. 18 days. You driving a truck or were you in your Polestar? I know you said you went around Australia in your Polestar, so I'm guessing you're in the car then. That's solid driving, man. That's yeah. You're in the Polestar now, has 60,000 kilometers in 2 years, all road tripping. Ah, and that's why you want to get the Zika too, isn't it? The kilometers a little bit, getting a little bit higher. But funny you say that. So I bought the Tesla secondhand the start of this year, so January. It had about 20,000 Ks on the clock. Now it's got 65,000 and we haven't even gone into Jan yet. So I've done like 40,000 kilometers this whole year. It's just crazy. But, I drove from Perth to Kalgoorlie, Kambalda, then back to Perth. So that's what, 1,500 kilometers just there. But I don't know how I did so many Ks in the year. And then people get scared of the battery and stuff, will it explode? You got to pay 15 grand to replace it, rada. But I've seen Teslas do a million Ks on YouTube. There's a guy in Germany that's hit 1,000,000 kilometers on his Tesla, but he's on the third electric, like rear motor or something like that. Can't remember, but so you're doing about 30,000 a year on your car. Yeah, that's a lot though still. I think the average in Australia is about 15,000 kilometers for an average driver. But even that doesn't sound right though. Like, what, you're only going to and from the shop? Like, when you factor in everywhere else you drive to, you can climb up the case pretty quick. Buying secondhand is smart. WA is a big state. LOL. The battery will outlast the car. My battery is still just like new. Gets same range. Yeah. Yeah. WA is a big state. It's what, 2 million square kilometers of land. So you could probably fit half of Europe in the whole state. But the thing that annoys me the most about EV in WA, I don't know if it's the same case as over east, but it's not the lack of charging. It's more of, we've got the chargers, but we don't have enough chargers in those places. So the WA government did that electric highway thing from up north all the way down, but there's only like one fast charger per place, one or two max if you're lucky. And sometimes when we went to Meriden, we got stuck waiting for the other person to finish. So I like the idea of what they're doing, but they just need more charges, and make it really good. But as technology gets better, they'll make faster charges. Talking about charging as well, I was reading an article in, I think, Norway or Sweden, somewhere in Northern Europe. They've actually got this little tongue thing. So it goes under the car, and there's a special like bead of metal on the road. And as you're driving the car, it charges the car at the same time. So that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be nice. But I think Norway's uptake in EVs, it's like 90% all registered vehicles there are EVs. So that makes sense to do that. But in Australia, we just would never do that. So too much reliance on petrol and diesel and stuff like that. So especially with our vast distances, so trucks use diesel a lot. So I don't think we'll ever get that type of infrastructure. But yeah, it's interesting to read anyway. So we've got, what are we? 2 weeks left till Christmas. So yeah, already this whole year just flew, absolutely flew by. Any Christmas plans? Just talking about that. Um, no, I think it'll be a pretty quiet one this year, actually. Yeah, it'll be just a quiet one. Nothing too fancy or too some people go real all out with Christmas. They'll spend thousands and thousands of dollars on gifts, presents, stuff like that. For me, it's more of just like a family time. You catch up with some people that you might not have seen during the year. So no, not really. It'll be a pretty quiet Christmas this year. Um, but one thing I'd love to do is see snow for Christmas. Never seen snow, so I know in America, some parts of the US will be snowing and stuff. Never seen that. When you watch Home Alone, I like that vibe of snow and Christmas, but always quiet for me. Okay, Scott, congratulations with the subs. Yeah, the 3K stream. No worries, man. No, thanks for dropping by. I might do another stream in between, but no, I appreciate you, man. I know you've been subscribed to me for a long time as well. You're one of my top commenters actually, so I get to see that on my studio account. Um, So no, I appreciate you, man. You've been here since I was quite low in the sub count. Um, so I appreciate the comments that you have left during the time of me uploading. And you have a good night. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one, man. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. When you do leave comments, I try and answer the best I can. No worries. Keep up the good work. Yep. You too, man. Enjoy with your new car as well. Enjoy the Z car. Um, I would really like to know a little bit more about how you go with it. Before you go, when do you pick it up? After the new year, I suppose. Thanks for the congratulation emojis at the bottom of the screen there. Appreciate it. Thanks. Jan 8, it's hard to get off the island this time of year, so I hope it's ready. Oh, of course, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Jan 8, that's not too far. It's not even a month. Oh, exactly a month, pretty much. So, oh, the ferry is busy. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Kangaroo Island though, but it sounds pretty cool. I'm suppose you have kangaroos there, hence the name. So you catch the ferry to the mainland, and then do you go to Adelaide or is it to Melbourne? How does that work? I think was it a couple of years ago, Kangaroo Island had that big fire, wasn't it? I remember seeing it in the news. There was big bushfires there. Yeah, at the Volvo dealer in Adelaide. It's about 4 hours with the ferry. Yes, half the island burnt. Lost 50 homes. Wow. 50 houses and two people. Man, that's devastating. I didn't realize it was that extreme. I heard some property was lost, but I didn't realize it was 50 houses and two people. I'm guessing it's quite a small community there, or you didn't know those people, or well, regardless if you knew them or not, that's really sad. I didn't realize that. And 50 houses. Like they got that big fire at the moment in New South Wales. I was mentioned that before. It's about 15 houses lost there as well. So it's just yeah. We had I was going back a while ago here in Perth in Roleystone. So that's like the hills, kind of like Adelaide Hills where you are, but we got the Perth Hills. And this guy, he was like angle grinding, like angle grinding some metal. One little spark hit the grass next to his place. Whole big flames destroyed 73 houses up in the hills. That fire that day, we call it Black Saturday, or yeah, Black Saturday, I think it was 2011 that happened. So quite a while back now, but decimated. 73 houses gone just from one little spark from an angle grinder. So fire can just start just like that. And I've seen a lot of fires lately. So if you look at my channel, you'll see the videos I've posted. I seen a weird fire last week. It was in an alleyway. This thing was on fire. I don't know what it was, just in the middle of the footpath. Something was burning, engulfed in flames. We drove around to the other side of the alleyway, and the fire actually went under the fence. And the neighbors there were panicking with their little garden hose. Fire brigade wasn't there at the time. And then all the guys jumped over the fence trying to get the back hose. It was a really scary scenario. And then I called 000, but they said they were aware of the fire. The fire brigade came out pretty quick though. They were out there in about 5 minutes, but the fire just the way it went under the fence, not over, under. That's the scary thing. It found a little gap under the fence, and it was in the neighboring house of the alleyway. And then I thought this house was going to go up in flames, so I went to the other side again, and that's when the fire truck came to where I was, and then they were able to get the fire under control. But a lot of smoke, a lot of residents obviously concerned about that. A lot of fires happening everywhere, so it's yeah. We had quite a lot of rain this winter as well in Perth compared to our previous years, so that naturally creates more fuel for when everything dries out because we haven't had rain for a bit now, and just takes that one spark, cigarette, butt, whatever, and she's off, especially when it's dry. So yeah, got to be really smart and yeah, just don't do that. Another thing I'm noticing too in Perth, I'm sure this is a worldwide problem. Vapes, people vape, that's their thing, but when they throw it on the floor, they've got lithium batteries in them. Or when they throw them in the garbage truck, in the garbage bins, when they go in the truck, as the truck compresses the load, woof, in the back of the truck, we get about 3 of those a week on the news. Garbage truck fires, lithium batteries. Yeah, just got to be smarter out there, really. Fires, a lot of these fires are just not necessary. Even if it's hot, we can try and avoid them, but some people don't think so. Fires will always be a thing, unfortunately. Thanks for the love hearts. You can see them at the bottom of the screen. So they're, I'll try to point at it, hang around there. So yeah, I can see all that. I like it. Yeah. I don't think I can do it. No, I can't do it back, but that fire that I was talking about just then, that was about a kilometer away from my place. We weren't in danger or anything. We weren't nowhere near it as such, but I could see the smoke from my house. So I was like, oh, I better go and check it out. And unfortunately, fortunately, no houses were damaged, but his front yard was burnt. The grass that he had was all burnt, but no loss of houses or life there, which is excellent news. I got my cat. He's sitting next to me. Come on. No, he's just ignoring me, but he's sitting next to me at the moment. I think. Oh, my backside getting a bit sore on this chair. Hold up, I might have to grab a pillow. Ah, okay. I think I think there was an incident in Claremont yesterday. Did you hear about it? Not too sure though. Yeah, so that was unfortunately I wasn't nowhere near Claremont yesterday. That was in the morning. So what actually happened was there was a black. I'll restart the story. So Claremont in Perth, it's quite a bougie suburb. It's the mansions, multi-million dollar homes and stuff like that. They will drive, soccer mum cars, Range Rovers, Land Rovers, etc. Anyway, so there was the black Land Rover, Range Rover thing. He was turning left onto Sterling Highway, which runs through Claremont. And there was this guy, like a 14-year-old boy, who was on an e-bike, and they both collided. So on the radio, they originally said it was a police incident. They didn't really describe what it was. And then I looked on the news website, and then that's when they updated it and said it was an e-bike, and he was 14 and he got hit by the car. So to my knowledge, he's safe. He didn't die, but he had quite severe leg injuries. So I think maybe the car tire may have clipped his leg. But don't quote me on that because they didn't actually say. It just said he suffered serious leg injuries. So, but it looks like he'll survive. So, hey, Proxima 180. Yeah, happy birthday again, Lorenzo. I think he might have left us. He hasn't commented for a while, but again, happy birthday to him. There is I don't know if you guys have seen it on my channel. I went to this like abandoned mansion house thing last year, and then I revisited the place earlier this year. So I did upload a video a while ago. So next door to that, they're building these brand new apartment complex. So it looks like that abandoned mansion will be demolished quite soon, which is quite sad because that house is really nice. When I originally went in that house, it was a pristine condition. And I'm talking like no graffiti. You could legit, not even joking, you could just move in there tomorrow, whack all your stuff in the house and just live there. It was that tidy, it was that clean, no graffiti, no smashed windows, nothing like that. The only problem with the house was the water supply pipe. They cut it off, so you can't use water there, obviously. But that house was immaculate condition, and the location of that place worth big money. We're talking millions of dollars. The land itself, it's on about 1,000 square meter block near the Perth CBD. The land it's sitting on is worth a couple of million. And when I posted that video, when I went back there about 6 months, 8 months later, house was smashed windows. People were ripping the floorboards up because the floorboard is Jarrah. So Jarrah wood is quite a hardy wood that you can only get here in WA. And the house was slowly becoming a mess. People found out about it. People start smashing it, and all that type of stuff. But if you go on my channel, go back about a year ago, you will see that abandoned mansion video. House was, man, beautiful house. I'd love to move in there, but they're going to knock it down pretty soon. So I will probably try and post a video again showing the demolition of the house. But yeah, really sad. But yeah, it's about profit. If you can make some money on your property, then yeah, why not? I suppose. But the developers win in the end because they'll sell the units, apartments there for whatever they want. So they make the money in the end. You'll make a quick buck, but the developers make quadruple what they paid. So I ended up getting a new camera as well. So Got a new camera that I'm using at the moment. The old one was good, but I wanted something a bit better quality. But yeah, this trip that I was talking about next year, that's going to be from February. So I will be filming in a completely different country. If you guys want to guess, you can put the comment there, and I don't want to give much away because this destination is quite exotic and I don't want to ruin anything. So I just want to post a video showing where it is, and then, you know, I don't want to spoil anything. So, but I'm really excited for this upcoming Hawaii. No, not Hawaii. But yeah, that'll be it's gonna be a nice place, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that video when it comes. But that's not till February, mid-February. I'll start posting. But oh, don't get me wrong, I'll be posting videos from now to then. But yeah, this location, mwah, really looking forward to it. So first time going there, so I'm really excited. Start of Feb, and I'll be there for my birthday. So have some birthday celebrations there. But hitting the big 30, the big 30. So yeah, but Hawaii's the next destination, hopefully. But that's not this destination coming. But yeah, if you guys got any more questions, just feel free to type it down. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. I like it. So I've got a leaderboard. So if you guys notice when you comment, it'll have that little. It's like a little crown symbol, and it shows you if you're a top fan or not. So if I look on my list, who's the top fan? King Gaming. He's number one at the moment, and we've got number two, Tata D2C3W is second, and Kai Plays is third, and Miss Ag '08 is fourth. Lorenzo's fifth, and there's a lot of others on there, but it's a lot to read. But I don't even know what the top fan thing is for. Like, I'm not sure. Good morning. Well, good night from where I am. It's nighttime here. It's 9:28 p.m. But yeah, good morning to you, and welcome to the live. As you guys know, it's a special, so it's the 2K live stream. I'm just ecstatic, really happy. So really thank you guys again for the support. It's 8:30 a.m. here. Okay, so you're 13 hours behind. I'm guessing you're on the west coast of the US somewhere. No, I'm not sure about that now, but congratulations. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, without you guys, it's not possible hitting 2K. So, yeah, appreciate each and every one of you guys for subscribing and liking the channel and giving the thumbs up. Really inspires me to create more content. Oh, East Coast. I was way off. I was thinking of like the New York, Boston section, but I was like, yeah, I don't know why I thought West Coast, but East Coast. Nice. As you're heading into Sunday morning, I'm heading into Sunday night, and you've just hit a great milestone. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. So when I first started the channel, I started the channel 8 years ago, but I didn't really, like I said before, I didn't really post much content. You know, when you create the channel just to watch YouTube videos. That's what I did. So I didn't really post anything back in the day. And then I started posting, then I stopped. And then some people said, like you're wasting your time. You shouldn't really post stuff and rada. You won't make it. I was like, you know what? Let me see. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And I'm quite happy where we were at. 2K. I've never even thought in my wildest dreams I'd ever hit 2K. So anything's possible, guys. Just put your mind to it. You can do anything. So if people say you can't do something, you just tell them I can. Have belief in yourself, and anything can happen. Good things happen. So, but yeah, thanks for supporting me along the way. Congrats, because we love your videos. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. That's what I did years ago and didn't start posting till late August. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, just keep producing content. Just keep being you. Really, like some some YouTubers, they post stuff that I don't know, like weird things, sponsors, and they want you to buy, like, they ask you to put their code in this thing and you'll get 20% off on that. I know they're trying to make an income, but I remember when YouTube first came out, it's about YouTube, like it's about yourself posting stuff, you know what I mean? So, but now it's full blown, like we got to make revenue and stuff. And it's just, I'm new to the channel though, saw the live post today. Proxima 180. Yeah, yeah, appreciate you coming onto the channel. It's the live stream. It's really good to connect with my viewers and, well, not my viewers. I don't own you guys, but you know what I mean. It's good to connect, good to ask the questions, and it's also good for the channel to expand into other networks too. So that's obviously the live found you for a reason. So really, thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I started on shorts, then recently 4 months ago I started posting long form. Yeah, that's right. The thing is, it's quite hard sometimes because the YouTube is quite saturated. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of content creators and it's a lot of competition as such. If that kind of makes sense, if how to describe it, you got a lot of supermarkets. You want to choose that one. Yeah, it can be quite hard to break into the YouTube world, but once you do crack in there, you just give it all you can, and yeah, you good things will happen. So you can become monetized as well. But again, I didn't create the channel for that. I'm not really after money. I'm not after donations or anything like that. But I remember my first live. I was so nervous. Now I go live all the time. Yeah, funny you say that. So this isn't my first live on the channel, but it is like my first live Q&A. I was posting live videos before at the Christmas pageant last year, so that's like what a Christmas pageant is. So they have all the floats and stuff that go through, people performing and stuff, but it was so bad because everyone using their phone in a really saturated area. The signal is just trash. So I couldn't go live really. It's like the video was like, like freezing like that because everyone's using the network, I suppose, in the area. But yeah, I might go live more often. This live has turned out quite nicely, so I could do some more in the future. But if I do go live, I will give you guys a heads up that I will. So like today, give you a little bit of time to go about your day and have some time to come here. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, sunny side up, and yeah, good things will happen. So, where are you from? I'm from Australia, the land down under. Give me a Vegemite sandwich type thing, you know. Yeah, Australia. So, but I'm on the west coast of Australia, so in the hot, sunny, 40 degrees Celsius place. Yeah. Oh, it does get cold. Well, you gotta be careful saying cold because you're from the US, so cold for you was probably like minus 10, 20 degrees Celsius in winter. Here, probably get minus 2 degrees at night in winter, maybe 10 degrees during the day Celsius, but yeah, not too cold, but really hot. Gets blistering hot here. Yeah. 40, 43 degrees Celsius is common, can be common here. We get heat waves too in summer, so it can be consecutive days over 35 degrees Celsius. So that's like 100 plus Fahrenheit. Not sure the correct conversion on it, but yeah, it should get really toasty here. So I got the air conditioning up above me. So that's running at the moment. Because yeah, it's just gets hot. But costs a lot to run. So make sure that yeah. Have you ever been to the US? Yes. Yes, I have. So I went to California just before the whole COVID drama thing went, before the lockdowns went, you know, like where I'm from, we were locked down for 2 years, couldn't travel, we couldn't even leave. And if you were not from Australia, and let's just say, for an example, you had to go home for a funeral or something dramatic like that, you can't come back. You were not allowed to come back. You leave, you don't come back. So yeah, I did go to California just before COVID hit. So I went to San Francisco, obviously the Bay Area, stuff like that. I went down to Santa Cruz. You know, did all the Big Spur along the west coast there. But yeah, I only went to the US once. Wouldn't mind going back in the future, but the funds, if the funds permit, and the time, having the time to do it too, always working. So it can be kind of hard to fit that in. But yeah, to answer your question, I have been to the US. Beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Really did. Really enjoyed it. San Francisco was, yeah, took my mind away. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Alcatraz though. Who goes to San Francisco and doesn't visit Alcatraz? Right? I should have visited Alcatraz and I didn't. I could see it, but being peak, it was in the summer. All the bookings are full for Alcatraz, but I was able to see it from, I think it's called Pier 36, I think, somewhere like that. But yeah, gotta go to Alcatraz, and I didn't. But yeah, have you ever been to Australia before? Yeah, exactly my point. It's like I've seen a movie called Escape from Alcatraz. It's got Clint Eastwood, very old school movie. You remember the Anglin brothers that escaped? They made the paper maches and they put it in the cell. Also, if you like watch MythBusters, I don't know if you watch that type of stuff, but yeah, I'd love to actually see the cell that they broke out from. So going to Alcatraz, not going there was really disappointing. Yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah, 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 I loved it. Old school movie, you know, it's like from the 70s, you know, like Dirty Harry era type movies that he created. But yeah, that's a top one. So at least you get to know a little bit about me as well, what I do, not just YouTube, you know, I do other stuff as well. Working working during the day. So sometimes I'll post content, but sometimes there'll be a couple of days I don't. Just yeah, it can be timing. It's just always time. It can be quite hard sometimes, but have you ever seen Shawshank Redemption? Yes, a long, very long time ago. That's a really awesome movie. but yeah, it's been a very long time, so I don't really remember much about it. At least 10 years ago now. One movie I really liked was The Green Mile. I like those prison type movies. I don't know. It's just yeah, but I was still kicking myself about not going to Alcatraz. That was yeah, a big thing. I yeah should have went, but one day in the distant future should be able to go back one day. But yeah, Green Mile. It's extremely long. It's like 2.5 hours, I think. It's uh, it's not a true story as such, but I think The Green Mile was loosely based on s- the events that happened in that movie. But obviously, I won't really talk about what happened there because yeah, quite upsetting that in the movie. But yeah, what an awesome, amazing movie, and the fact that they, you know, finish like, he didn't need that. He could have, yeah, he. It was sad the way that was, but back in that era of time as well, in the 1920s, 30s, being the man he was, you were at the scene of the crime, so you're unfortunately being the color, if that makes sense. So it's quite a common occurrence back then, even though the movie wasn't really a factual movie. Yeah. They treated him very poorly and right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to hint that without saying that because yeah, not sure the guidelines on YouTube about talking about stuff, certain topics. So I was wording it in a way where, yeah, you got the point. So YouTube can be a bit funny with certain things. So yeah, just been back in a sec, guys. Just gonna grab a quick drink. Okay, back. Murder in the First is really good too with Kevin Bacon. That is based on true events. I've never seen that movie. Yeah, I've heard of Kevin Bacon. I know who he is, but I've never seen that movie. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've never seen that movie, but now I can keep that in mind. Oh, thanks for the love, heart. Really appreciate it. We've been live 79 minutes. I was not expecting that. Was like, oh, maybe 15, 20 minutes, but it's been quite good. So the turnout was good. Do ya? What do you mean? Ah, typo. I was like, do ya? What's that? Do you watch Landman? No, I've never heard of it. What is that about? Is it a prison movie or is it a series? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. If it's on Netflix, we don't get a lot of variety on Netflix in Australia compared to the US Netflixes. I've heard that we don't get half the catalog that you guys get, so we don't get a lot. Like, there's still a lot to watch from, but yeah, I heard our catalog is nowhere near as extensive as the US Netflix, and here it's like, well, they put the price up again. It's like 22 AUD here for a month. What's your favorite 2025 video on your channel? Your favorite, like favorite as in the most viewed, or favorite as in what I made that I enjoyed? Because okay, I don't know if you guys can see the TV that well, but yeah. So if I don't know if you guys can see that, but on one of the videos a year ago was you made that you enjoyed. Um, I've actually made a lot of videos that I enjoyed, but the one, let's see if I can show you guys. Mm, I'm trying to see if we can find it. I would say it'd have to be this one, or I'm just going through my videos. This one. This one was my favorite place. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but so this video was about an abandoned telephone exchange where all like your phone cables and stuff go to. So that was my favorite video that I made because I've never seen a place like that before. But I've made so many videos this year. I enjoy them all, but yeah, I don't have a specific favorite one. But this one was really cool. Going through like with the Tesla and seeing figures and stuff coming on the screen. So the ghosts, I do brackets because I don't know if they're real, but the ghosts were coming up on the screen here. That was pretty cool to make. So yeah, so many. Telethon as well. That was another awesome event. That's a fundraising event. I should quickly show that. So that's us driving there in the tunnel. So that's in Perth. And then if I skip it a little bit, yeah, this was fundraising event for children in need in hospitals and stuff like that. So we raised, I think, a record about $90 million. I think it was. I can't remember the exact figure that this event did, but $90 million for Telethon. This was a 24-hour event, non-stop performing. People were calling up to help, like the number to donate money, and you'll see here it's kind of like a performance. Ronan Keating went there. I'm not too sure if you know who he is, but he's an Irish performer, singer. I wasn't even aware that he was going to the telethon event. So it's live on TV, as you see down there where I'm pointing, live stream. It was at $7 million at that point, but this was quite early in the thing. I have watched some of your videos. I like them. I will go and watch some more of your for your watch hours. Oh yeah, appreciate that. The watch hour thing, it's really frustrating. So I've got all the requirements to become monetized. Like I said, I'm not for that. I don't care about monetizations, but the requirements for YouTube to do it, it's so stupid. You need a minimum of, I think it was 2,000 no, 1,000 subscribers, which I've obviously passed that. Then you need 3,000 watch hours. So it's very confusing. Yeah, so I try to explain the best I can. Essentially, every time someone watches your video, it accumulates time. So let's just say this video went for an hour. It doesn't. It goes for 8 minutes. But let's say it went for an hour and you watched it for a whole hour. That's 1 hour of watch time. That then adds to the content creator's target of what they need. So my target is 3,000 hours. The more you watch, the more hours that accumulates. But if you have a slow week on YouTube, let's say you're posting content and no one's watching or very limited, the hours that you accumulated before, they retract back a little bit. So essentially, you need to get the views to keep the watch hours progressing. If it dies off, like the views from your new content, the watch hours go back a little bit. So I was that close, really close to the target, but I had a slow couple of weeks on my channel because one, I didn't really post as much because I had a lot of stuff going on at the time. And two, people weren't really watching because I wasn't posting new videos. So that affected my target. And now I need to hit that target again to become monetized. Then let's just say you do hit the target that you need. So if you go in YouTube Studio, you'll see you also need to make sure that your channel is not in breach of copyrights. Because even if you get all the requirements on your studio account, if you get one, you can get one breach, I think it is, or two, and you can't get it. So it's, yeah, it can be quite tricky. But once you get monetization, you're pretty well right. So then you can get super chats, the stickers that people can send, and works from there. But like I said, I don't mind about that stuff. I just love posting content, you guys watching it. If I get monetized, great. If I don't, then yeah. But one day I think I will. But yeah, keep doing lives as much as you can. Yeah, I'll have to probably start doing some more live streaming. Um, Again, as time permits. I had a little bit of free time this evening, so I was able to fit this in. But yeah, normally life gets really chaotic, gets really busy, work, sleep, work, how the routine is. So yeah, it can be quite challenging sometimes, but yeah, you gotta go with it. So but yeah, this what you see here. There's so this dude, where is he? This guy, you'll see him, he'll get wrapped in like, cling wrap, you wrap your food and stuff. And then he's got to like crawl on the floor. It's like, yeah, all for fundraising for children. It started as a hobby. For me now, feels like a job. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, not quite a job yet because it doesn't bring in the income. But even if it does get monetized, it's still a hobby. I'm not, you know, not after money, so I don't really mind. But yeah, you just do it because you enjoy it, really. And I enjoy making the videos. I like to show what I see on a daily basis or near daily basis, and I'll post it here. So you see the guy on the floor now. So he's all wrapped in this cling wrap, and he can't move. He's got to wriggle across the ground, so you guys will see. This was an awesome day to be there. You see this guy, how he's got to wriggle on the floor. Oh man! And you have to do it in a certain period of time, or he loses or something. So but all in good fun. This is a really good turnout. It really helps the hospitals, kids in need. So this was the telethon event that I showed on my channel about a month ago, I think it was. Yeah, it says 1 month ago just there on the screen. Don't know if you guys can see that, but go back. There we go. Go back. So this background here, you guys can see that was taken in a place called Bunbury. So there's like a lookout tower. We went to the top, and I was able to get a photo like that, me holding the camera and looking down. I enjoy it too. I enjoy it too. I do as much as I can when it's only YouTube. Yeah, I get that. Um, the YouTube, I was posting on TikTok, but I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of TikTok now. I don't know why. I find YouTube's a bit more, what's the word? Like, more community orientated, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, just maybe I should branch out more on TikTok. I do have a TikTok account, so the I do have that link on my channel. So if you go on my main channel here, because I'm on the TV, you can't see it, but my TikTok is there. But yeah, I'm not a fan of TikTok, but that can also help with growth as well. So I don't have a lot of followers on there because I don't post. I might post once every month. Where YouTube, I post constant. So yeah, it just depends what you're looking for in your own channel. Um, yeah, it really depends. But yeah, I like YouTube better than TikTok. I remember TikTok back in the day used to be called Musically. Yeah, Musically back in the day, and then they changed it to TikTok. The whole that takeover thing with the Chinese company. I don't know, something like that. But so I'll go give this live a couple more minutes, and then I'll have to probably conclude it for today because it's getting a little late for me here, and I've got work tomorrow. So if you have any more questions or just want to chat, just put in the. I'm going to go look at your videos when I get some coffee. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's got to be a cappuccino. I'm not sure what you call it in the US, but it's got to be a cappuccino, 2 sugars. That's what I like to drink. Don't mind a latte, but I like the cappuccino. So yeah, we love our coffee here in Australia. Coffee culture here. It's cafes galore. Cafe here, cafe there. Um, but coffee, I find, is getting quite expensive. Average price maybe about $6 Australian now for a regular, like a normal coffee. There's some gas stations or petrol stations here that might do it for a few dollars, but it was really nice chatting with you. Till next time. Yeah, no, appreciate you coming down on the live. It was great to having a chat with you as well. Oh yeah, cappuccino. So you do call it there as well, cappuccino. Yeah, yeah, it's big dosh. Yeah, it's big cash. Yeah, it's not cheap. Coffee beans are going up as well worldwide. They got a drought in Brazil, so the coffee beans there, they're struggling to produce the beans, so naturally it puts the price up. But obviously your coffee beans come from locations like that. And if they can't produce it or struggling to produce it, and also wages too, wages, everything, all operating costs, cafes have to, they're probably only making 50 cents to a dollar on a cup. So yeah, it can be quite hard running a business like that. But everyone drinks coffee, so everyone will pay it. if it's $10 a cup, a lot of people pay $10 a cup for a coffee. I wouldn't, but a lot of people will. We've got 95 minutes on the live. At the top of the screen, it tells me it's 95 minutes. So I'll give it 5 more minutes and then I'll probably wrap up the live. But yeah, it was really nice chatting with you guys as well. And you have a great night. Take care of yourself. Thank you, you too. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming, Sunnyside Up. I like Sunnyside Up eggs. So I'm guessing that's why you named your channel Sunnyside Up. I like the eggs nice and runny, depending how you cook it. But yeah, that's what I figured. I figured that was the reason why you named your channel that. I like it. It's a smart name. And '08. I'm guessing that's your year, either your year of birth or your month of birth. Not sure, but I'm only guessing. So. It's my dog's month of birth. Okay. Okay. What before we wrap up, what type of dog do you have? I like dogs, but I'm a bit weary on them. So when I was a little younger, I got bit on the behind side. So about when I was about 3 years old, I was walking with my dad, and this dog come out of nowhere, like just emerged out the ground or something, and come running up behind me and bit me on the back side. And yeah, I don't know. I just find dogs, love them. There's some really nice dogs like huskies, the beautiful dog, but yeah, I just don't know if I trust dogs enough to. Ever since then, obviously, but an what? An Antilomian. I'm not too sure what type of breed that is. We'll have to check. See what it looks like. And uh, oh, I'm just trying to see what it looks like. L L A. Oh, okay. It's this dog. That's the right dog. It's beautiful. Yeah, I wasn't sure of the breed, so I had to look it up. Oh, that's all right. I mean, it was a long time ago. I was like 3 years old now, but yeah, it's like one of those fears that if you had something traumatic, it just stays with you type thing. I think that's what happened. So she has a black mask on her face. Okay, yeah, kind of like a skunk, like had that black thing around there, or is it like completely black on the face? Oh, you said mask, so that might just be here then, maybe. That's why I got the two cats. They're really easy. Well, they're not easy to maintain sometimes because in summer they shed like crazy. Especially Tia, so she's the fluffier one. Fur everywhere, no matter how much vacuuming, no matter how much cleaning, there's fur, no matter what. Kubo, he's the shiny coat cat that you see on my channel. Doesn't really shed as much. He still sheds, but Tia is crazy. Just all comes off. But it looks like she never shedded. So she looks like a boy. She's huge. I mean, a pony, but not a boy. Ah, yeah, I get you what you mean. You know, what you could do, if the dog's really big, put a saddle on its back and you can ride it around. You can ride it to work, ride it to the shops. No, I'm joking. But you know, I had this comment on my channel. No, yeah, on my channel, quite a lot. It's way back, and they were saying like, I think it was a live that I think it was one of my first lives that I did. I had a comment saying, "Do Australians ride kangaroos to work?" I was like, "What? No, we don't ride kangaroos to work. We don't ride them anywhere. They're wild animals. If you try and put a saddle on its back, you're going to get kicked in the face." Oh my god, too. Yeah, yeah. We don't ride kangaroos down the street here. We don't. Yeah, it's just nonsense. So, and another thing is like drop bears. So, um, I see comments online saying like a lot of American viewers think that koalas are like drop bears and they drop from the tree and gonna rot your face off and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't. They don't do that stuff. So, start making some money, honey. Yeah, trying now. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I might just conclude the live for today, tonight. Really enjoyed it though. It was really good fun, and we'll see you guys in the next milestone. I'll probably do a live before 3K subscribers though. But yeah, I really enjoyed it tonight. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. I will post some more videos as well. And yeah. Unless you guys got any more questions or comments you want to write, I'll probably start concluding now. All right, guys.